Bryce Jacob Overstreet. The first day we met, you shadowed for Bryce in 8th grade. After school, the three of us played basketball together, and according to Bryce, he was just off his game. I outshot Bryce that day, and from that point on, I pretty much taught him everything he knows about life, including basketball. This year, when you see one of our games and the stat line shows I scored, say, 2 points, and Bryce had 30-something points, just remember, I was better since day one. I have always wanted an older brother, and that is what it's like to have Bryce as a friend. We fight like siblings, although I never win because Bryce is actually always right. But you were also always there for me. As a kid with glasses, it's so nice to have someone like Bryce telling me he will protect me no matter what. Bryce, I wanted to mess with you a little because I didn't want this time to be the one time that got away. But in all seriousness, since freshman year, you have been a friend and a welcome member of the White family. My family, or as you call them, Mama White, Teddy Whitey, and I, Nikki Whitey, all want to say we are always here for you and we love you. Good luck on your speech pool.
Now, many of you may be thinking, yes, Bryce is up for his speech. It's about to be hilarious. But for my speech, everybody sees my funny and entertaining side each and every day. But most people usually don't see me say much that's too serious or something I care about often. So, here we go. Rebecca Rutledge was born on August 6, 1972. She was lucky enough to have given birth to 2 healthy children and lucky enough to be married to one of the most genuine people that I've ever met, Jason Overstreet. Most of y'all are probably thinking who this lady is I am speaking about. I'm speaking about my mother. Many of y'all are probably looking up to the front row to try and see her. Well, she's not sitting up here, but she's here. Well, not physically, but spiritually. Now, if you've known me throughout my high school years at collegiate, you've probably heard or known by now that my mother has passed away. She died when I was 4 and when my sister was 2. Even so, she has been the most inspirational and influential person in my life to this day. She has inspired me because even at her sickest moment, she came to one of my basketball games even when she was on her deathbed, just so she could say she saw her baby boy play before she passed. Another reason I so admire her is, through the chemo, she lost her hair, but she didn't care. She walked around bald and didn't think twice about it. Through the weird looks, she kept her smile and walked with no shame. She influences me because I know I have that guardian angel at all times. I have done many dumb things through my life that I regret and probably shouldn't be here, but somehow, by the grace of God and her looking over me, I'm still here. And the influence she has had on my life by not being here physically has made me to the person I am today. Her presence not being here has made me create relationships with women I may not have if she was here. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd rather have my mom here and nobody to replace her. But I have had many women come in and care for me as if I were one of their own sons. Whether it's Mama C, who has helped grow me up from the day I first came into her household, Mama White for her love and always caring about me and giving her advice. My Lisa, who every time I need a laugh or just to talk to someone, she always answers her phone, or I can just show up to her house unexpectedly. And of course my grandma, who has been taking me into practices since I was 5, cooking me dinner almost every night. I couldn't begin to thank these women for what they have done for me. I really do not know where I would be without them. When my mom passed, my life changed forever, not just from the standpoint of not having a mother, but we moved immediately, and it caused me to become closer to my father. My dad has been my main dude since I've been on this earth. As much as we've been through, I have always had that one person keep me on the straight and narrow. Well, for the most part. Now, most of the people ask me what it's like not having a mom. Well, here's a truthful answer. Some days I think and ask, why does this have to happen to me and my family? And my answer to myself is that God wouldn't have given it to our family if He didn't think we could handle it. And sometimes I think, how would my life be different than it is right now? Well, honestly, it'd probably be the exact same. I'd probably go here for high school because she wanted me to go to the best school possible and wanted me and my sister to have everything we needed. The worst part of not having a mother is probably the important days, like her birthday, the day she died, and Mother's Day. Most of the time I have a game on the day she died, so it's pretty emotional. But it's usually a day we just don't really bring up. But Mother's Day is the worst for me, just because while I see all my friends go out to dinner or lunch with their mothers, I'm going to Cave Hill right across the street, paying my mom's grave a visit with a handful of flowers. Now, many things I've wanted to tell my mom throughout my life, many conversations I have wanted to have with her. I don't know any other way to make her relatable, so I made a poem. Or maybe just a bunch of words that rhyme at the very end. But let me have this moment and let me think that I am really poetic. I came to this earth in 1995. Me, my sister, and my dad wear the number 5. It's a family bond. You all have probably heard a lot about me. It's most likely wrong. My sister came into this world in 1997. 2.5 years later, my mom was resting in heaven. I was at her funeral telling her to wake up, that we had to go home. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't grown. So I knew I had to be a man at the age of 4. Yes, it hits down deep all the way to the core. It was easy for us all to give up, that was for sure. I wanted to ask her what could I have done more. I know I was only 4, but I tried to make you healthy. I did my best. But my best wasn't good enough when they put you to rest. See, I have been holding back all of this I needed off of my chest. I've been walking around with all this pain. Ever since I lost you, it hasn't been the same. They sent me to therapy because they thought I was going to go insane. But really, all I wanted was my mom back. You were my best friend, and that is a fact. I've done many wrongs in my life and went through a bunch of strife. When I lost you, I lost a part of me. But I just want to know, are you proud of what you see? Is it the young man I've become, or the way I play basketball? Because for you to be back, I'd give it up all. Because for you to be back, I'd give up it all. I know for us to talk, I have to praise, not just to call. I know you'll always be there when I fall. All I ask is for you to keep me on the right path. A young kid minus a mom, this is what you get. You can do the math. There's a lot of variables to get what you got here. But with my mom watching for me, I have no fear. Yes, even me, I have had my share of some tears. So thank you, Rebecca, Mom, for everything you've done. I just want, by the end of my life, for you to be proud of yourself. Thank you.